Okay, so you're going to finish using brown, black, and white, adding shadows, and then you're going to begin adding layers of color slowly, whether you're remote or in person today. So I'm going to demonstrate how to begin adding color. Notice that I'm not layering it on too thick. I'm putting on like a really thin coat of green, light green, kind of everywhere on my apple, because it blends. So you don't want to start with too much. I'm going in with my dark green, and I'm putting in some darker green areas where there are shadows on my apple. And then I start by using my hand to blend, but I realize in a couple of minutes you'll see that it's actually easier, I believe, to blend with a paper towel. So use paper towel to help you blend when you're initially beginning to put on your first coats of chalk. There we go. So it helps you, because this paper has like a little bit of a tooth to it, it helps you to get in the grit of the paper a little bit. You want to be careful to not get outside of the fruit, especially when you get moved to something like the grapes. The tortillon might be more helpful to blend with. And then after adding an initial coat of color, I'm going back in and kind of pulling up a shadow there, because I lost that shadow a little bit. So pulling up some contrast. And then I'm going to go in with a white and put in some highlights. Notice that when I'm coloring, I'm kind of moving in the direction of the apple. So I'm not putting really straight marks on there. I'm kind of curving my lines around the shape of the apple to make it look round. And the highlights are right where the light is hitting on the apple. So a lot of times that's on the top or whatever's the furthest out. And then I'm going in with a brown next to kind of go over that stem. And then I'm using my tortillon to blend a little bit. The last finishing touches, you don't need to blend very much. You don't want your apple or your fruit to look blurry, so you have to be careful when you kind of get towards the finishing touches that you're not, that you're kind of keeping the edges crisp. A tortillon can help you be careful in those small areas. All right, so when you're ready, begin and finish brown, black, and white first, then move to color. Take a good photo when you're done, and if you realize that you're missing a color that you need, make sure you grab it next class when you're in person. All right, good luck.